Hello my fishing friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your seasoned angler here, ready to dive into what promises to be a truly intriguing day on the water. Today, we're talking about the 30th of October 2025 and the fishing forecast for our beautiful Ireland. This time of year often brings a mix of challenging weather, but don't let that fool you. Today could be one of those special autumn days where the fish are in a feeding frenzy, making all our efforts worthwhile. Stick around because I've got some golden nuggets of advice that'll help you land that trophy catch, no matter what the Irish weather throws at us. First up, let's talk tactics for some of our most exciting species. For our freshwater enthusiasts, pike are absolutely on the hunt this time of year. With the water cooling down, they're building up reserves for winter, making them incredibly aggressive. You'll want to target them in weed beds that are starting to thin out, along drop-offs and in any sheltered bays in larger lakes or canals where baitfish might be congregating. My experience tells me that slow-moving, larger soft plastics, especially in natural baitfish colors, or even a well-presented dead bait fished on the bottom, will be irresistible. A medium-heavy spinning or bait-casting setup will give you the power you need to handle these powerful predators. Next, let's look at our striped beauties, the perch. These feisty fish are often found schooling in late October, and they can offer fantastic sport. Look for them holding near features like bridge pillars, deep holes, or the edges of drop-offs, particularly in canals and larger lakes. They'll be active, but sometimes a bit selective, so precise bait presentation is key. I'd recommend a light float rig with a small worm or maggot, or tiny jig heads tipped with a worm, worked slowly near the bottom. These hungry little predators will snatch them up. Moving to the coast, the sea bass remain a highly sought-after sport fish in Ireland, especially along the southern and western coasts. While they're a protected species offering fantastic catch and release opportunities, they're still feeding aggressively before the colder months. Search for them in estuaries along surf beaches and around rocky outcrops where baitfish are abundant. A medium spinning rod with soft plastics, shallow diving plugs, or even natural baits like sand eels and lugworm can be incredibly effective. Remember, friends, respect the minimum size and other restrictions for this magnificent fish. And as we transition deeper into autumn, cod and whiting become prime targets for our sea anglers. From late October through to early February, these species move closer inshore, making them accessible from both boats and some shore marks. You'll find them around deeper marks, wrecks, reefs, and over sandy or shingle bottoms. For cod, fresh crab, lugworm, or mussel are top baits, while whiting will also readily take these, and even mackerel strips work wonders. A heavy bottom fishing rig is essential to get your bait down to where these fish are feeding. Now for the conditions that truly make or break our day on the water. For October 30th, 2025, we're expecting typical late autumn Irish weather. Daytime temperatures will likely be cool, probably hovering around 8 to 12 degrees Celsius, dropping lower overnight. We're looking at a mix of cloudy skies with outbreaks of rain and drizzle, transitioning to scattered showers, with the northwest potentially seeing more frequent downpours. The wind will be a significant factor, likely westerly to northwesterly, moderate to strong, possibly reaching gale force in exposed coastal areas. Atmospheric pressure might be dynamic, and sudden changes can often make fish a bit finicky, pushing them deeper or off the bite. In terms of water temperature, the sea around Ireland in late October will generally be around 13 to 14 degrees Celsius, with inland freshwater systems being slightly cooler, typically remaining just above 10 degrees Celsius. This cooling trend is a critical trigger for predatory fish. It signals to them that it's time to feed aggressively, building up those vital reserves for the approaching winter months, making them more active hunters. It's a natural shift in their metabolism that we, as anglers, can absolutely exploit. And the moon phase. A factor that always intrigues us anglers. On October 30th, 2025, we'll be experiencing a waxing gibbous moon. It will be about 60% illuminated, rising in the mid-afternoon and visible through most of the night, setting just before sunrise. Many anglers believe that a waxing moon can stimulate fish activity, especially for predatory species. The increased natural light can influence baitfish movements and potentially create longer feeding windows, particularly during dusk and dawn. So, my friends, considering the dynamic weather, the cooling water temperatures, and the aggressive feeding patterns of key predatory species, I'm giving our fishing forecast for October 30th, 2025, a solid good to very good rating, especially for those targeting predators. The cooling water acts as a natural trigger, pushing fish to feed hard before the deep cold sets in. While the winds might be challenging, the fluctuating pressure could also stimulate bursts of feeding activity, particularly if you find those sheltered spots. There you have it, my friends, your comprehensive fishing forecast for October 30th, 2025. Pack your waterproofs, bring your patience, and don't be afraid to experiment with your presentations. I wish you all tight lines. May your reels scream and your nets be heavy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful, and leave a comment below. What are your go-to autumn tactics and what species are you hoping to tangle with this week? Share your experiences. I love hearing from you all.